at that B bomb site, but then everything else from there just stalls out. Stan doesn't have the HP, one of the players is an AWPer, so they can't, or no, I mean the AWPer got killed, but I mean no one is making aggression towards Glaive in that B bomb site, and if you can't take it over fast enough, that's when those flanks really start to punish you. And here's more aggression, a new location on the map to be aggressive for Astralis, a big trade, but it's going back and forth.
Dupree very low on health. It'd be great if they could find a way to punish him quick. He will make it out the door, and that still leaves them in a 3 versus 4. And again, talking about the mistakes of Astralis, Liquid needs something in a round like this to sort of turn it around. Otherwise, they're fighting a man down.
Considering how good the counter flashes have been for Astralis, even if you want to do something fast-paced, we've seen him a number of times blocked off by Molotovs, but here's a good find. Somehow they found a gap in the defense, and there it is. There's a missed shot from Device. He's not expecting that, and ELEAGUE leads the way in. He's got to find one more on the stairs. There's the fight. There's the headshot. Looks like a second round will be on the board for Liquid.
Oh, I need to replay this round too, because that was beautiful. That was a great flashbang being thrown by a teammate. This time it was Liquid's turn. Sip will get 1 kill a return, but with the bomb down, surely Moses, there is no way.
He has no bonus money into the next round. That's the real tough part is, I mean, this from Nitro, I think if you have a teammate there, it's a hard call to make at the time because you know you've got to clear out long for your teammates. But it's just too easy for Astralis. They're getting all the fights they want. And listen, we talk a lot about the success Nitro's had very shortly as an in-game leader. This is where being an in-game leader starts to get stressful. It's games like this where nothing is working. It's really disheartening.
I was going to say that he did that whole phase. You know, for JDM, although that's a good shot for ELEAGUE coming out of the stairwell. The smoke actually, I think, went too far. It went down the stairwell over there and pushed its way in. But a headshot from Kirby will definitely do the trick. Just fine. That's going to be a bomb plant, no doubt, for Astralis, and an almost impossible retake here for Liquid. Twist and Nitro are good, but they would need some very rapid kills to make this work.
Yeah, this is, I mean, this defense, these rotations are not as polished as we saw on the Astralis side. When JDM is still aggressive in that position, he's the linchpin. If he falls there, it's exactly, this is the outcome of it because he's so far pushed up with no teammate in the A bomb site. If he gets more passive, if he falls away earlier, he's got a chance to at least take a shot and get into some cover and allow time for his teammates to rotate back, but that's just some miscommunication, misreading of the timings. I think at a certain point we have to, you can also point this back towards the map veto. I mean, this is a map, we should point out, Liquid has beat Astralis on this. It was at, what, the Face It finals? But I believe that was the...
Well, ELEAGUE comes in with a long-range spray, and he will actually get a quick double kill. The Molotov taking down Glaive, and just like that, it goes from a 4-on-2 into a 1-on-2 in favor of Liquid. Device, the only one left here. And he wants this round, goes for the tap, but doesn't make it work. ELEAGUE with a triple, and Liquid, how did they win this round?
I mean, they got very lucky. ELEAGUE wins 3 huge fights, obviously, on the flank. But listen, you can't let a CZ entry like this, 2 players just like that. It's way, way too easy for Liquid to allow. But it is the advanced positions coming. It is the JDM at stairs. He comes in with a very fast flank. Even when they take him out, they're thinking, all right, the flank is probably safe. That's the flanker that we had to worry about. And then ELEAGUE comes from the other direction. His aggression early in the round sets the foundation for him to make those plays, but still, they get away with one. Very, very fortunate. And now they have a chance to build up some money. It's 14-8. The AWP is back in JDM's hands. They cannot lose players in this round. No utility. This is a brilliant shot. The follow-up later on, but I mean, this is the thing. Again, this is another situation where you have to say if you're someone talking about Astralis where they don't make a whole lot of mistakes, they just made a good 2 or 3 in that post plant. Yeah. Those are peaks you don't need to be making at that point. You make the defense retaking that bomb site, come be aggressive and try and hunt you down out of your post plant positions. And Astralis gave them the opportunity to land us some magnificent shots, and that's exactly what occurred.
Maybe he really is a magician, Moses. We've just been memeing up until this point, but as we know, memes do have a real impact on reality, so, or on the simulation as it may be.
Yeah, they're starting to.
It's getting scary to live in this world now. Nitro playing close to the ramp there, and they're trying to push it behind him. That's a big gap in the defense. Twist, though, doing a great job. Look at those headshots, taking 3 in a row just like that. And Device is now the lone player pushing in. Man, I love watching Twist play.
Yeah.
Oh, you hate to see that if you're SK.
Yeah, last saw that from Skadoodle, if I remember correctly. And there's another one from Modi.
Damn.
If I'm correct about today's predictions, I want a bust of me on the table for playoffs. 4 versus 2. coldzera and Fur remaining with a scout and a deagle, trying to do as much damage as possible, trying to keep the CTs honest. However, a plant would definitely help them with a full buy in the following round. The grenades start to rain in, but Fur still got some space to work with. Cold Zero on the high ground will do the best he can, but Fur is quite exposed, and numbers surely too great for these Brazilians to defend this bomb.
Yeah, it does look very bad for him at the moment. That's a nice shot there from Fur. That's one with the Eagles. Got the AK out now, and there's a second frag to be had for Fur. Going for the third. He can't get it, but he's done enough here for Cold, but he's on a scout. It's going to be very difficult, and we've got the smoke down there to pressure that bomb. Yugi capitalizing off the missed shot of Cold Zero, and the defuse comes in for Heroic. They will take the round. SK did a good job trying to salvage something, but as the open, he finds the in onto a bomb site. It's B. The bomb is going to be ferried across, but it's taking quite some time. Taco is okay with that, though. Picking himself up another kill as he pushes forwards. Doesn't want to overextend, wants to keep himself within a range to be traded with his teammates. As he falls back, and the retake attempt comes in. 2 players to go, and it's now 0. It was a great shot earlier from Yugi, but that was all it was going to be for him in this round. And finally, SK pick up a round. Finally, it's been a long time since we saw any good rounds from SK, but that was pretty damn solid.
Yeah, this is a key round for both teams because Heroic have bought, but they don't have any money left after this buy. So if they are able to win this round, then SK are probably facing a 10-1, maybe even a 12-1. Who knows how far it snowballs. But if SK can win this round, Heroic will have no money left. They can't buy, and it is the comeback is on for the Brazilians. So perhaps they can salvage something out of this half. Cold Zero charging straight into the site, but he's completely blind. Straight back out again.
That's really good work. Great.
S-Tag has made his way towards the B-bomb site. Both teams trying to read what is expected of them by their opponents, and it seems that Heroic have made the right play, but they're not in the best situation.
Honestly, don't know how Heroic can pull this one out of the bag. They've got so little to work with at the moment. It's going to have to take some ridiculous fragging, and there is 1 frag from Nico, but he's going to lose S-Tag in the process. He perhaps needed a double in that situation. He will creep his way up, but his position likely very understood by Fur, who's about to take this off angle, but that's a great connection there. Nico managing to ding Fur down very low. What is this? Nico with a headshot onto Cole. All of a sudden, Nico is making crazy things happen, and now it's down to Fallen versus Nico in a 1 versus 1. The 4K clutch is what is asked upon Nico at the moment, as Fallen is going to try to play the mind games here. Peeks out. Oh my goodness! How on earth did Nico manage to make this one work?
The 4K from Nico. Is he going to get the defuse, though?
Dupree. This time around, however, Yugi's got Nico, and the timing. Dupree, as soon as that shot goes off, he knows that Yugi has to take a certain amount of time to reload, so he's looking to get the punish early. Instead, it's going to be action over an alley, and can't be through the smoke. They just can't catch a break. Heroic, hoping to break the defense on this side of the map. They just get slaughtered. Yugi spots a man moving, though, right through the gap on the train, but he's got to come up with some magical plays here. Spots out Kirby, so he has some information at least.
It really feels like the early call for Heroic here was just poke and prod and try and find an opening, and instead that happens now. Kirby's going for the battle here in main, and he takes down Nico. That's the 3rd kill for him, leaving Heroic in a terrible spot. There's almost nothing he could do at this point here. 2 versus 5, and you only have very little time left. Yugi is dancing around on the ladder, which you can use for some effect, but now he's alone, and he's going to go down. Kirby having a wild game at the moment. He's at 14-5. That's very good.
It's like a mini machine pistol, and if you're up close, you can just do tremendous damage, as we saw. But long range, the AK comes out ahead. Glaive, the Eco Cobra, just going to work right now. 3 kills for him, and it's on Snappy. He's just hoping that yes, and they did. Astralis over-rotated. Snappy can get at the bomb plant.
Yeah, and that's important. That's $800 for everybody on the team, even when he loses the round, because I just don't see the 1 versus 5 happening here. He's only got 13 bullets left, so regardless, that was never going to be a good idea. But it's really important. $800 per person for the team, even losing the round. That's really worth keeping an eye on. And actually, it makes a big difference in this upcoming round. They can buy absolutely everything thanks to that bomb plant, so great job.
I like that. Small details, man. Small details. They retained the 3 AKs on Astralis. Dupree, he had the M4. He's the one who saves Device's AWP to carry into the next round. You just buy another M4, no problem. But those AKs, on CT side, it's that 1-shot headshot. That's where you start really doing some damage against Heroic. You want to take those duels.
Is that you can force someone back with, but Modi, for instance, behind that E-box out there, he can stay there all game if he wants to. There's no Molotovs that are going to force him back. He can just roam around as he wishes, more or less. Nico and Sip having a weird fight, but Sip will win it somehow. That looked awkward.
Yeah, that did. Wallbang as well. Zipnik's I mean, he's a force of nature in his own right. Will be spotting the info. So only spots the one, though. He didn't see the fact that Snappy was holding up close. So maybe this influences the call here from Astralis. They might be expecting 3 players, when in fact there are only 2 here on the A side. S-Tech needs to find a headshot, but he's not going to. Glaive, long range with the CZ75, gets the kill instead.
And they know where Modi is. Not like this heroic. Modi's going to be going down. They had all the rifles and everything else. Yugi getting shot in the head, and now they're going to try for the bomb plant there. Snappy going down, and Yugi on 3 health. Astralis merciless with just pistols. They take out Heroic in the last round, making it 16-2 as they exit Group D here. Absolutely victorious. That looked easy.